Welcome to the Prepper Almanac. Thank you for joining us today. It is deeply appreciated. In today's video, we are going to discuss how to survive any crisis. Prepper Bug-Out Bag Essentials. And if I give you value in today's video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Be sure to watch the video to the end and let me know your thoughts about the video in the comment section below. Let's face it, folks, life is full of surprises. Some good, some not so good. We're talking about those curveballs life throws, the kind that make you want to pack up and head for the hills. That's where a good bug-out bag comes in handy. Call it an insurance policy for the unexpected. The unexpected could be a short-term disaster where you need to leave an area for 72 hours, or even a larger disaster where you may need to leave for a longer period of time. Now, I've gotten my hands dirty in some messy situations over the years, and let me tell you, being prepared makes all the difference. This is why I am a prepper. We're talking about having the essentials to get you through those first crucial hours or even days after disaster strikes. No, we're not talking about doomsday prepping here today, even though we do talk about that a lot on this channel. It's prudent to plan for any and all scenarios, whether it's a natural disaster, a grid-down situation, or anything in between. Having a well-stocked bug-out bag can mean the difference between weathering the storm and, well, not. Are you prepared to face any crisis? This is why you need a solid bug-out bag. When we're talking about a bug-out bag, we're talking about the bare necessities, the essentials you need to survive. First things first, we need a good, sturdy backpack. We're not talking about those flimsy school bags. We need something durable, something that can handle a little roughhousing. A bug-out bag is typically made of a durable and weather-resistant material. A sturdy backpack with comfortable straps is ideal for carrying supplies for extended periods. Look for features like padded shoulder straps, a hip belt for weight distribution, and multiple compartments for organization. A duffel bag can be a good alternative, especially for car emergency kits, as it may offer easier access to contents. Opt for a water-resistant material like canvas or nylon. Next up, water. Can't live without the stuff, can we? You'll want a good water bottle, preferably one with a filter. You never know what kind of water sources you'll come across, and filtering out those nasty impurities is crucial. You can also add chlorine to water, killing bacteria and some viruses. They are inexpensive, lightweight, and easy to use, but they can take time to work, up to 30 minutes, and may alter the taste of the water, and they are not effective against all contaminants. How about iodine tablets? Similar to chlorine, iodine tablets kill bacteria and some viruses. They are compact and lightweight, but they can leave a strong taste and are not effective against Giardia, a common waterborne parasite. There are also water filtration straws you can pick up on Amazon that allow you to drink clean water directly from sources like streams, lakes, or even murky ponds. How do they work? Typically, water filtration straws use hollow fibers with tiny pores that allow clean water to pass through while filtering out contaminants like bacteria, protozoa, and some parasites. You simply suck on the straw to draw water through the filter and drink clean water directly. Now let's talk food. Forget those fancy energy bars. We're talking about calorie-dense, non-perishable food items. Think canned goods, jerky, nuts, and dried fruit. Stuff that will keep you going without needing to be cooked over a fire. Shelter is next on the list. You might not always have access to a 5-star hotel when disaster strikes. A tarp and a mylar blanket are lightweight and compact, providing protection from the elements. To use a tarp, you find a sturdy tree or angled rock face. Drape your tarp over a branch or secure it to the rock face with rope or paracord or sturdy branches. Angle the bottom of the tarp away from the opening to create drainage. You can use additional branches or debris to prop up the open side for better protection. While not ideal for long-term use, a mylar blanket can provide some temporary protection from the elements. Wrap yourself in the blanket to reflect body heat and retain warmth. You can also create a small, one-person emergency shelter by draping the blanket over a makeshift frame of branches or debris, forming a small tent-like structure. A first aid kit is non-negotiable. We're talking bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, the works. And don't forget a basic toolkit. A multi-tool, duct tape, a lighter, the MacGyver essentials. Speaking of duct tape, I have another video on the channel titled 50 Survival Uses for Duct Tape for a Prepper if you want to check that video out next. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. These items are the bedrock of any bug-out bag. They're your lifeline in a pinch. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds pretty basic, and you're right, it is. But that's the beauty of it. These basic items, when combined, form a powerful foundation for survival in an uncertain scenario. Alright folks, now that we've got the basics covered, let's talk about tailoring your bug-out bag for a 72-hour emergency. These situations might involve evacuating your home quickly due to a natural disaster or a localized emergency. In addition to the essential gear we talked about, you'll want to consider a few extra items specific to a short-term crisis. First off, a portable radio. When the power goes out, staying informed is vital. A hand-crank weather radio will keep you updated on the situation. Next, think about personal hygiene. A small toiletry kit with soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, and toilet paper can make a world of difference in keeping things, well, civilized. Cash is king when the grid's down. ATMs won't do you much good. Keep a stash of small bills and some change on hand. A local map in paper form and a compass are lifesavers if GPS is down. Don't forget a whistle to signal for help if needed. A small flashlight or headlamp is crucial for navigating the dark, and keep some extra batteries on hand. And finally, a small solar charger for your phone or other devices can be very valuable in these types of situations. Remember, in a 72-hour scenario, the name of the game is portability. You want to pack light and efficiently, focusing on items that will get you through those initial days. Now, let's discuss something longer term. A long-term bug-out bag is for those situations where you might need to be self-sufficient for an extended period. This is what prepping is all about. Think grid-down scenarios, major natural disasters, or any situation where you might need to relocate for an indefinite time. Building on the essential gear and the 72-hour bag, we'll add items for long-term survival. First up, water purification. First up, food. We're not talking about a few days' worth here. Stock up on long shelf life items like rice, beans, lentils, and other staples that can be stored for months or even years. Cooking gear becomes essential. A lightweight camping stove and a mess kit will allow you to cook those long-term food supplies. A sturdy tent or shelter will provide more substantial protection from the elements than a tarp. Warm clothing and extra layers are vital, especially if you're bugging out to a colder climate. Don't underestimate the importance of hygiene and sanitation. Hand sanitizer, soap, and toilet paper are essential for maintaining hygiene. First aid skills become even more crucial in long-term scenarios. A comprehensive first aid manual can be a lifesaver. Remember, have this printed out or in book format as the internet may be down. Self-defense is something to consider in a long-term crisis. A multi-purpose tool with a knife or a small hatchet can serve multiple purposes. And finally, don't forget about entertainment and morale. A deck of cards, a book, or a small game can go a long way in keeping spirits up during a stressful time. I'm not here to scare you, just to prepare you. That's what being a prepper is all about. Being prepared. Having a bug-out bag isn't about living in fear. It's about taking control and being ready for whatever life throws your way. It could be for a short period because of a localized disaster or a longer-term issue. Let's just be prepared. It's like having a good tool belt, only instead of wrenches and screwdrivers, you've got the essentials for survival. You wouldn't tackle a tough job without the right tools, would you? Life's no different. So get yourself a good bug-out bag, pack it smart, and rest assured knowing that you're prepared for anything. As we wrap up today's video, if you have any questions or if there are any topics that you would like discussed in the future, let us know in the comments section below. We love to get video ideas from the community, and let us know what you think of today's video as well. We always appreciate input. Be sure to like today's video and subscribe to the channel to learn more about prepping and share the video with others that may have a passion for prepping or are curious about prepping in general. And lastly, based on YouTube's algorithm and your viewing history, YouTube is recommending this next video in the top left-hand area of your screen for you to check out next. Enjoy.